What's up again, homies? Okay, I think we have a better internet connection now. Hopefully this will work a lot better. Okay, so I am on Old Fulton Street, standing in front of the Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory. And let's take a look at their menu. Ooh, banana caramel swirl, wow. These are the milkshakes. I might have to get that. And here is their menu. So 1 scoop is $7, 2 scoops $9, 3 scoops $10. And their prices for the sundaes, milkshakes, banana splits. They also have fresh squeezed lemonade. That cool, refreshing drink. Freshly squeezed orange juice. And other juices as well. Okay, so we'll probably come back here and grab something on the way back. Now let's head back to Brooklyn Bridge Park. Now the reason why I had to start a second or part 2 is because there was very poor internet Wi-Fi connection. So I don't want to run into that problem again. I think I may have lost my viewer. Cool guy, if you're back, please let me know. I do apologize for the interruption, but there was quite a bit of buffering because of a very low internet signal, and I don't want to run into that problem again. Here is the famous Van Leeuwen milkshakes. They do have several locations in the New York area. Established in Brooklyn in 2008. Okay, now these ticket machines that you see over here are for the New York Waterway. The ferry that runs to different areas of Brooklyn, Queens, and Manhattan. Andrew, how you doing? Can only watch for a few minutes. Just finished dinner and they have to clean up. No problem. I'm glad that you're here. I had a part 1 of this video, but there was a very poor internet connection and I had to stop the live stream and start another one. There was a lot of buffering going on, so unfortunately I had to stop the transmission. So we're back for part 2 of this live stream. Now let's see how close I can get to the water. We are in Brooklyn. I am at Brooklyn Bridge Park. And there is the Brooklyn Bridge. And the beautiful downtown New York City skyline. One World Trade Center. And the downtown financial district. Keep our fingers crossed that we don't start buffering again. And you could see the New York Waterway taxi ferry service. And the South Street Seaport is right across the water, straight across. Downtown Manhattan. And you can see the ferries do run pretty frequently at this hour because it is the middle of rush hour right now. And here is a better view of the cheese grater building. Going right by the Manhattan Bridge. And if you missed it in the first part, I was saying the way we were always taught to remember the three bridges in this area are BMW, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg. Yeah, beautiful view of the Manhattan skyline. And Andrew's saying that there is intermittent buffering. Again, I do apologize for that. There was a lot of steady buffering that was happening in the first part of the video, so I do apologize. Let's hope that we don't have that problem again. So far so good. I'm not getting any messages. Now let's see if I can get back to the carousel area of Brooklyn Bridge Park without any interruptions from buffering. Okay, doesn't look like I can get through going this way. Now I haven't been here, I haven't been to Brooklyn Bridge Park in quite a while. It's been a number of years since I've actually been here. So again, folks, I do apologize for the buffering from earlier. As I mentioned in part one of the video, it's a little bit cooler today here in New York than it was yesterday. It's 63 degrees Fahrenheit. So again, I am walking under the Brooklyn Bridge. And you could see the train going over the Manhattan Bridge.
Everyone seemed pretty happy with that. And
Yeah, Andrew's saying sometimes you have to find a way to entertain yourself, like the guy playing the horn. Yup, absolutely. Well, I am entertaining you guys. And another train crossing the bridge into Brooklyn. It's either the N or the Q train. And there's another New York Waterway taxi. So we are walking along the East River. What's with the heavy winter coat? I'm not sure. Why would anybody want to wear a heavy winter coat today? I don't know. I'm walking around with short sleeves. It's 63 degrees outside and I'm walking around with short sleeves and no jacket, so go figure. Okay, so we're back at the carousel here at Brooklyn Bridge Park. And believe it or not, I am so far away from the Manhattan Bridge that you could still hear the train very loud. So imagine if I was walking under the bridge right now, how loud it would be. Yes, all three bridges, the Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg, all connect Manhattan and Brooklyn. I thought you would know that, Andrew. So here is the indoor carousel. Okay, and here we are back at the Time Out New York Market, or the Time Out Market, rather. And we're going to walk through and explore the market. Again, I hope we don't have any problems with the internet connection. Andrew said, yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, I know. It's been a while, that's for sure. But yes, all three bridges, the Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Williamsburg, all cross from Brooklyn into Manhattan. Yes. And all pretty much close to each other. I mean, the Williamsburg Bridge crosses from Brooklyn onto Delancey Street in Manhattan. Manhattan Bridge and the Brooklyn Bridge both cross over down into Lower Manhattan, Chinatown area. Okay, so why don't we explore the Time Out Market? That's okay, Andrew. Don't worry about it. I know if you gotta go, you gotta go. Jacob's Pickles. It's a bagel. Sorry. And handmade artisanal donuts. It's called dough. Wow. Hi. how much are your donuts? So again, we are in the Time Out Market, New York. Okay, so that was the Time Out Market. Looks like they had some very interesting things in there. Maybe I'll stop off in there. Get something to eat. Or if not, I'll stop off at one of the other local places. They do have a lot of ice cream shops, I'll say that. Oddfellows ice cream across the street. And they do have plenty of seating here. Now playing Monsoon Wedding, the musical. Here's another beautiful view of the Brooklyn Bridge. And the spire for One World Trade Center sticking out. Okay, so why don't we start walking up towards the promenade, towards Brooklyn Heights. And I've got about 50% battery strength left. I don't know if I want to stop off and get a bite to eat right now or walk up towards Brooklyn Heights, towards the promenade. I'm still debating. Well, why don't we walk up this way for a little bit? And as we're walking, you can enjoy the beautiful architecture here in downtown Brooklyn. You can definitely see the difference between this modern building over here compared to the building right next to it. Look at the architecture of this building. Beautiful. And here is the Dumbo Market. Now, for those of you that aren't familiar, Dumbo stands for Down Under Manhattan Bridge Overpass. So this is the Dumbo Market over here. Okay, so we are on Front Street right now. And why don't we'll take a ride on Front Street. Here's another angle of the iconic Manhattan Bridge. And we're back at York Street. So this is exactly where we started. Started on York. And I'll have to head back to York Street in order to catch my train home. I took the F train from Lexington and 63rd and got off at the York Street station in Brooklyn. My legs are definitely going to need a rest because all I'm doing right now is going uphill. So I know my legs are definitely going to need a rest. And you have a street vendor over here selling all kinds of different color Yankee caps. Sorry. And souvenirs, different pens, keychains. And Mr. Softy. Actually, it's the same type of truck, but it's NYC soft ice cream. So it's not the Mr. Softy brand. Now here, these steps lead to the walkway of the Brooklyn Bridge. So for those people that walk across the Brooklyn Bridge, that's where they would wind up here in Brooklyn. They would walk down the steps. So this area of Brooklyn is called Cadman Plaza. Excuse me.
Me quedé andare a lungo in quella lì.
Okay, so right now we are in Cadman Plaza. It's another beautiful park over here. And believe it or not, folks, I'm still walking uphill. The hill hasn't flattened out as of yet. So the one good thing is this is great exercise. And I believe once I get to this area over here, it will start to flatten out, thank goodness. Now this building that you see in front is the federal courthouse building. It's the United States Federal Courthouse. Yes, Andrew's saying Mr. Softy used to pull into the court practically every day, and the good humor truck. And we all used to yell, "Wait, wait!" Why does he remember trivial things? Because these are the things that we remember as kids. Of course, the court in Beach Hills. So I don't know what happened to Cool Guy. I guess he tuned in and then he saw that the stream was buffering and he left. So I do hope that he does come back. Again, I want to thank my dear friends James and Carla for promoting my channel, for getting me so many more subscribers. I really, really greatly appreciate it. They are such wonderful people, the sweetest, kindest people in the world. And of course, sweet boy Hudson, the cutest dog in the world, who gave me all kinds of kisses. He almost licked my glasses off my face, but that's okay. I enjoyed it. I love dogs. And if you didn't get a chance to see that, tune into James and Carla's video for when they were also at Washington Square Park. That was a couple of days ago. So you could watch their video as well. And people relaxing in the park. Thank goodness, on the way back, it'll be all downhill. So again, this is Cadman Plaza. And I am just about parallel to the United States Courthouse, Federal Courthouse. This is it right here. A lot of prominent cases have gone on here in this building. Those of you that follow New York news, you've seen a lot of cases here at the United States Federal Courthouse.
Ik vind dat wel heel frappant, want als je ja, die namen nog kunnen komen.
Okay, so now we are at Tillery Street. Tillary, Tillery. And Tillery Street, if you head down this way, will lead you onto the BQE. Again, BQE stands for Brooklyn Queens Expressway. Now, they've recently repaired Tillery Street. They repaved this entire street. They did a beautiful job. They even added a bike lane. So Tillery Street is really beautiful now. So this is the corner of Tillery and Cadman Plaza East. Yeah, and Andrew's saying, unlike in Manhattan, you don't see swarms of people clinging to one another, that's for sure. Well, there aren't too many tourists in this area of Brooklyn. Most of the tourists actually go down to Brooklyn Bridge Park and they spend a little time over there, but not really much. And this is really beautiful. This is called Juneteenth Grove, in honor of Juneteenth. How beautiful. How beautiful is that? Wow. And even the benches are red, black, and green. Beautiful. Yeah, Andrew's saying, at least your tax money is being put to good use. Some streets in Tampa are in atrocious condition. Not as bad as some of the streets here in New York City. But yes, at least they did fix Tillery. It looks terrific now. Okay, let's see if we can get across the street quickly. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so this is Clinton Street. Clinton Street goes actually up this way. And we are continuing along Cadman Plaza. Into Brooklyn Heights. And this area is also another hub for many of the Brooklyn buses. So there are many different bus routes that stop here at Cadman Plaza. And you can see a whole line of buses about a block and a half down. Is Andrew asking, is Bed-Stuy still a very bad area? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, Bed-Stuy still isn't one of the greatest areas in Brooklyn. And I certainly don't think that I'd be doing a live stream from Bed-Stuy. There's just really not much. You know, I want to keep myself safe. So I don't think it would be worth it for me to do a live stream from Bed-Stuy. So again, like I said, this is a hub for a lot of the Brooklyn buses. And this subway station that we're approaching is the Borough Hall station. Got the 2-3. And you could also get the 4-5 and the R train across the platform. Yeah, the sidewalks here are pretty well maintained. Okay, so now we are on Court Street, Court and Remsen in Brooklyn Heights. I don't know if I would say that the sidewalks are immaculate, but they're clean. And here's a Starbucks. Yeah. And you're saying, well, maybe immaculate is exaggerating a little? Yeah. Yeah.
Why does
The upside of it is.
And this is the corner of Court Street and Livingston Street. Now, 110 Livingston Street was the home originally of the New York City Board of Education, where I had been employed from 1990 until 2008 at an elementary school in Queens. And this building right here that I'm standing in front of is 65 Court Street. And the Board of Ed still has offices in this building. So this is 65 Court Street, Department of Education, administration offices. And we'll take a quick walk down Livingston. And if you see the building right over there with the American flags, that's 110 Livingston Street. Again, that was the original home of the Board of Ed. I remember as a kid, whenever we would get official letters home to take home to our parents, it had the Board of Education insignia logo on it. 110 Livingston Street. So we'll be right across from 110 in just a moment, and I'll show it to you. And you can see the beautiful architecture for this building. Simply stunning. Let's go across the street. So this is 110 Livingston, the original home of the New York City Board of Education.
I gotta take a look.
I don't see any more insignias for the Board of Ed. They're condominiums now. And look at all the doggies. So these are now condominiums. Interesting. Okay, so now we're on Boerum Place. And this is the corner of Boerum and Skirmahorn. And here is the official entrance to the New York Transit Museum. It is closed right now. So I will be taking a trip here one day. The hours are Thursday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So we'll definitely have to make a trip back here. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start heading back because I'm getting a little hungry. And we're already just over an hour into this stream. Now, part one of the stream was only about 30 minutes, or maybe closer to 45 minutes. Not even. I think it was only, because of the buffering, I think it only went about 15 minutes. So we're going to start walking back now. And let's take a look at how much battery strength. 27%. So we're going to start to wrap up this live stream. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, please. As I make my way back to Manhattan from Brooklyn. Now, technically, I can take other trains if I so desire. But I do want to get something to eat. And I'm not sure if I want to spend that kind of money back at the Time Out Market. I think I want to keep it simple today. And since it is such a nice evening, I don't mind doing the walk. I just want you to take a look at some of this architecture here. I mean, absolutely beautiful. So this is Brooklyn Borough Hall that we're walking in front of right now. Hence the subway stop, Borough Hall. And you could just see how magnificent this building is. Let's go around to the front. See a view from the front of the Borough Hall. You can see these beautiful pillars. The sun in the background. Okay folks, so we're gonna wrap up this live stream because my battery power is running low. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Andrew, thank you. Cool guy, I know you're out there. Thank you again. And this live stream is over and done. And don't forget to make your life sweeter with food and fun. And if you're ever in need of anything to do, just subscribe to this channel and the homie will be there for you. Thanks a lot, everybody. How sweet it is. Have a great evening. Be well, be safe, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.